One thing I want to let you know before we get started is we are streaming from the Ethereum Foundation YouTube channel, but this is not an Ethereum Foundation production. What we did was look for a common ground where a lot of communities could come together in one place and share the merge with you. And the Ethereum Foundation channel seems like the right place. So we are the community, and we're glad you're here with us. So David, you want to say hello?
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm actually looking at the chat and saying that the volume is basically at 0. We might need to fix that before we continue with the stream. Who's managing the stream infrastructure? You're working on it? Okay. All right. I'll tell chat to calm down.
Fine, that's good. That's why we're doing a warm up. Great. Glad to have you, David and Anthony.
Hello. Let's get going, guys. I'm Anthony.
Pooja from the Ethereum Cat Herder. So glad to have you. And once again, I am Super Fizz from the eStaker community, and I'm so glad to have the eStaker crew here with us tonight. So welcome, everyone. Fine, that's good. Before we get going, we're going to check out a 2-minute video that we just thought was a really cool, futuristic from the Ethereum Cat Herder. So glad to have you. Imagination, Super Fizz, a really cool eStaker community, and I'm so glad to have the eStaker crew here with us tonight. So take on the merge, a really cool imagining of the future of check out a 2-minute video. Sit back, buckle in, and let's get to it. All right, yeah. So that's my imagination. Super Fizz, a really cool eStaker community, and I'm so glad to have.
Volume seems better. There seems to be a lag in the video feed.
Take on the merge, a really cool imagining of the future of check out a 2-minute video. Sit back, buckle in, and let's get to it. Cecil, I don't know if you saw me. All right, yeah. So that's my imagination.
Yeah, I saw that just before I joined.
Volume seems better. There seems to
Hello,
be a
everyone.
lag in the video feed.
Hello. Take on the
10 out of 10.
Okay, so the future of check out a 2-minute. Sit back, buckle in, and let's get to it. Cecil, I don't know if you saw me. All right, yeah. So that's
Yeah, I saw that just
No
before I
swearing on the
joined.
stream. Is that a rule?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Just because
Volume
we want to
seems
be as
better.
family
There seems
friendly.
to be
Hello,
a
everyone.
lag in the video feed.
Sure.
Have it,
10 out of 10.
But I wanted to record that, and it auto transcribes so that I could have it as a
Script.
panic backup. Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah, we're currently live, having some streaming infrastructure difficulties,
Yeah, I
but
saw
not too
that
bad.
just
No
before I
swearing on the
joined.
Well,
stream.
this is warm up time, and some of the best part of this is
Hello. Sure.
this will show up on the
10 out of
original
10.
stream, but I wanted to record that, and when it gets preserved on the YouTube channel, we'll edit out the first hour.
We're
so
live.
that the call
Yeah,
won't
we're
start
currently live,
until, for the
having
public,
some
for later
streaming
viewers
infrastructure
until,
difficulties,
right,
but not too bad. Actual
Well,
merge time.
this is warm up time, and some
We
of
just
the
cut out all the
best part of
parts
this
where
is,
things went poorly. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. This will
Same
show
thing
up
with
on
the merge, right?
The 9 hours after the pandas will just cut that out. So
Yeah,
on the YouTube
just the
channel,
pandas.
we'll edit out the first hour.
We're live.
Patricio's breaking.
Yeah, we're currently
Is
live,
it really
having
public?
some
You showed later
streaming
viewers
infrastructure
until,
difficulties, but not too bad. Actual merge time.
This is warm up time, and some
We
of
just cut out
I'm
all
gonna
the
get
parts
to
where
my
things
painting
went
canvas.
poorly. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. This will
Same
show
thing with
up
the
on
merge, right?
The 9
What are you
hours
painting today,
after,
Fizz?
I'm just really
Yeah, just the pandas.
Hey, so this is live to the people that are also probably painting on this canvas?
That's the idea, that people who are watching the canvas are also
We just cut out all the
Okay.
parts where things went poorly. It'll be
So
great.
for anybody that is watching that isn't taking part in this
What are you
canvas,
painting today,
you
Fizz?
are definitely free to do so. All you need to do is get one of the mini entry POAPs, and if you don't have one, there's also a party entry POAP. And to the people that are also, I guess maybe I could mention someone's this Twitter. canvas. We all shared this same sort of invitation. There is a link there, so you can go grab that POAP if you need it. Okay. It requires a So for anybody that is 0.001 watching ETH that isn't donation taking to part in this
What are you
canvas.
painting
What is it again? You are Stateful. definitely free to do so.
Stateful works.
All you need to do is get Stateful Works, yeah, which are If some you of the don't have people one, there's also that a help party make Ethereum what it POAP, is. and So to the it's people definitely that are going also- to a I good guess maybe I cause. could mention someone's Twitter. We all Also, shared if you have this, friends that have entry same sort of POAPs, invitation. they can also just delegate them there is a to link you as there, so well, you can go grab that so POAP they if can you give you a need it. pixel Okay. placing power. It requires a Um, And a neat feature of this canvas, just two things I really want to mention. You can choose colors in the palette. On the right, sorry, I forgot. First, you need to sign in with your wallet that contains any of the entry POAPs. And then there's a palette on the bottom right where you can choose something like 256 colors. And also a neat thing, and a neat feature that helps you collaborate with people is you can quickly see what color they're using by right-clicking it and copying their color. So yeah, that's about it. It's pretty simple. If you want to do some last-minute coordination with the community, there's also a Discord link in a tweet that I can only mention because I don't know where I can share it. And a neat feature that helps you collaborate.
What are you being hokey about?
Is you can quickly see what colors there they're is using a by right-clicking it and copying
the
their
tweet that
color.
we all shared that's like the invitation
that's
to this
about it. It's pretty
canvas.
simple.
Yeah.
If you want to,
I don't know where I can share that in the stream or if I even can.
Maybe I can put it in the YouTube tweet that I can only mention because I don't know where I can share it.
Okay, I'm fighting someone. What are you to highlight my own logo?
There is a the tweet that we all shared that's like the invitation to this canvas.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know where I can share that in the stream or if I even can. Maybe I can put it in the YouTube tweet that I can only mention because I don't know where I can share it.
My half second cooldown. I'm fighting someone. What are you
Is it taking more than a half second?
There is a. It's not always recovering.
The tweet that we all shared that's like the invitation to this canvas.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know where I can share that in the stream or if I even can. Maybe I can put it in the YouTube tweet that I can only mention because I taking the torch for the Ethereum symbol.
Does anybody
Create
else
the
have
outline
any
and they will
problems?
come.
Anybody else
Is it
having
taking
problems
more
with
than a
the
half second? Yes, I think it is being hugged right now.
I know you guys are really busy with the painting party, but could someone check how the hash rate is doing? We don't want to miss the event.
Taking the torch for the
There's a
Ethereum
hash
symbol.
rate.
Does anybody
Create
else
the
have
outline
any
and they will
problems?
come. Still on a downward slope. Yes, I think it is being hugged. Bell reports 2 hours and 8 minutes before TTD.
I know you guys are really busy with the painting party,
6:06
but could someone
UTC.
check
So that's
how the hash rate is
8:06
doing?
a.m.
We
for
don't wanna
the folks
miss
in Berlin.
the event.
Taking the torch for the Ethereum
Can we
symbol.
identify
Anybody
one
else have
person
any
who
problems?
is not otherwise
Still
engaged
on a
in
downward
Discord
slope.
to monitor
Yes,
that?
I think it is being
TTD
hugged.
posting
Bell
right now?
reports 2 hours and 8 minutes before
Hey Fizz, I've
TTD.
got an eye on it.
I know you
Right
guys
now
are
it's
really busy with the
estimating
painting
2 hours and
party,
7
6:06
minutes.
but could someone
UTC.
check
So that's
um, how the
It's
hash rate is
8:06
doing.
a.m.
We don't
for
wanna
the
miss
folks in Berlin.
the event.
Dude.
Colfax, am I fighting you on the Get Collab logo? I'm trying to make it
Boodle,
even.
Boodle, what are you doing?
Baby, I'm still trying to figure out my pixels over here.
I think that's being posted right reports 2 hours and 8 minutes.
What is Boodle
Hey
even
Fizz, I've
doing?
got an eye on it.
I know you
Right
guys
now
are
it's
really
Oh, we're on
estimated
live
2
stream.
hours and
Six
10
hours.
minutes.
That's what you might be able to hear me. Somebody message Boodle and tell him
It's
he's got
8:06 a.m. for the folks in Berlin.
Is he right under the E?
Colfax, am
Well,
I fighting you
it
on
says
the Get Collab
gradually
logo?
and the
Trying to make it
Boodle.
even.
Like it looks like it's all Boodle, what are one. you doing?
Baby, I'm still trying to figure out my pixels over here.
Online
Yeah,
network
we're
for
back
the
on.
co-op daughter is violently
Hey Fizz,
switching
I've got an
between
eye
like
on it.
50
Right
and
now
600.
it's
We're on live
estimated 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Isn't Boodle somewhere in the Arctic right now? I think he gets a pass on anything he
Is he
wants
right
to
under
do.
the E?
Colfax, am
Well,
I fighting you on
unless
the
it's
Get
like
Collab
covering
logo?
up the ETH
Trying
logo.
to make it
Boodle.
even.
Like it looks like it's all one.
Baby, I'm still
Some
trying
things
to
are
figure out
sacred.
my pixels over here.
Online network
back
for
on.
the co-op daughter is violently
So,
switching between
who's
like
starting to
50
be
and
some
600.
barrels?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Isn't Boodle somewhere in the Arctic
You're
right now?
glitching
I
out.
think he gets a pass on anything he
Is he
wants
right
to do.
under the E?
Colfax, am I fighting you on
Unless
the
it's
Get
like
My
covering
finger
logo.
ain't the best.
Tally Ho is obviously
Baby, I'm
using.
still
Some
trying
things
to
are
figure
sacred,
out my
but it
pixels
looks
over here.
legit.
Online network for the co-op daughter is
I was
violently
saying we
switching
need Vitalik Sombrero in here somewhere.
Ah,
Isn't Boodle somewhere in the Arctic
you're
right now?
glitching
I
out.
think he gets
Ooh,
a
that
pass.
rocket pool logo is looking real nice.
It's a little small.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, I didn't see that. Now there's another, but it looks legit. You know what's better than 2 rocket pool logos?
I guess.
I was saying we need
I don't know.
Vitalik Sombrero in here somewhere.
Ah,
I was promised a Bankless logo, and I haven't seen it yet.
I think he gets
Ooh,
a
that
pass.
rocket
Yeah,
pool
somebody
logo is looking real nice.
somebody probably told you that, didn't they?
For what happened to
There's
not
2 of them.
shilling project?
oh, I didn't see that. Now there's another.
You shilling?
You know what's better than 2 rocket pool logos? It's pre-call.
I guess.
Ah, okay.
I don't know.
Good excuse.
Ah.
I was
I
promised a
did
Bankless
probably
logo,
break that
and I
rule
haven't
first.
seen it yet.
Yeah, but during the main net
Yeah,
call, let's be
somebody-
careful not
somebody
to,
probably told you that,
rent
didn't
third-party
they?
projects.
Oh no! Like, is Rocket Pool? Yeah, Rocket Pool's a third-party project. That's even off the list.
Can't mention Rocket Pool. Can't
No,
mention
no
Bankless,
other, no
okay.
other brands whatsoever.
It's not-
Nothing but Ethereum.
It's
just
not about
Ethereum,
being
that's
negative. Yeah, it is about
Being pure.
letting-
Yeah,
Yeah,
being neutral.
during the
Focus.
main net
We're
call,
focused on
let's be careful
Ethereum.
not to,
Probably told you that,
rent
didn't
third-party
they?
projects. And it's no big deal if if you mention it. It's
Yeah, Rocket
just,
Pool's a third-party project.
I just
That's
wanna-
even off the list. Let's remember why we're
Can't
here.
mention
Yeah.
Rocket Pool, can't
No
mention
other,
Bankless.
no other
Also,
brands
I mean,
whatsoever.
this is the merger, right? So
It's
the
not about
top-down
being
thing
negative,
will
yeah,
live
it
on
is
YouTube
about
and probably be
being pure.
poured
Yeah.
over by people for months to come. And then they'll look back at it years from now, like what happened at that time, you know, and then from there, Ethereum went from strength to strength, or from there, that other chain was right, and, you know, Ethereum failed. How did they feel then? I mean, it's all part of the record. So we want to focus on here. Will live on YouTube and probably be
Is
poured
the
over by
is the
people
canvas frozen? I'm
for
not seeing
months to
pixels.
come, and then they'll look back at it years
Speaking
from
Yeah,
now.
I can't-
Focusing
what
on
happened
Ethereum, you know, and then from there, Ethereum went strength to strength, or from there, can we mention that other chain was right, and, you know, Ethereum failed. How can we mention press outlets, or would that be shilling the press outlets?
Is the I don't have a strong intuition on that. I'm willing to defer to others.
Yeah, I can't.
Focusing on Ethereum. Yeah, so basically, there's a lovely quote from a podcast. I just don't know whether we want to name the actual podcast. And the quote was, if the merge works, crypto has a future. So that's the view from a finance-based outlet.
Yeah, well, I would
I
say
thought that was really interesting. Yeah, so
in that
that
case,
quote
the
works
focus
either
is the
way.
protocol. Yeah, the focus there is the protocol. It's not naming a source to draw.
It's just a
attention to
question
something
of whether
else.
we should mention where that comes from. So since this isn't going to be in the record, this is from the Babbage podcast from The Economist outlet. So the question is, do we mention that The Economist because they have a
In that
name, or
case,
do we
the
leave that
focus
out?
is the protocol. Yeah, the focus there is the protocol.
I think if you're going to quote the source, then it's important to credit them. But
It's just a
again, the
question of
focus
whether
is
we
the
should
protocol,
mention
so
where
it
that
should be
comes
fine.
from. So since this is
right?
Okay. Yeah, we should probably credit them. Yeah, I like that quote. I thought that was really, that was their, so the Silicon Valley correspondent who basically, you know, has a, isn't that deep in the blockchain stuff, but
I
has a
think if
view
you're gonna
into
quote
it,
the source,
and
then
his
it's
take
important
was,
to
if
credit
the
them,
merge works,
but
crypto has
again, the
future.
focus is
So
the
that was a
protocol,
really,
so it
really
should be
strong
fine,
statement.
right?
Okay.
Are
Yeah,
you
we
laughing
should
about
probably
X?
credit them. Yeah,
hold
I
back.
like that quote. I thought that was really, that was
I'm,
their,
d- I'm, the
Silicon
canvas
Valley
is so, the
correspondent
Get
who
POAP logo
basically,
symmetrical and
you
someone's
know,
fighting
has
me
a,
and I'm trying to help.
isn't that deep in the blockchain stuff, but has a
I don't
view
know if it's
into
Colfax. It might be
and his
Colfax.
take was
This is
to
when
It's
you
not
go to
me
the live
anymore. It must
stream
be
and
someone
you
else.
say,
that was really, really
you say,
strong.
hey, if you have extra resources, please help
Okay.
Nix
Yeah,
with
we
the
should probably
label.
credit them.
Hey,
Logo.
help me make the Get POAP ribbons symmetrical.
The
canvas
panda
is
has
so-
to happen or else I'll get my
Get
legs
POAP logo
broken. So
symmetrical and
actually, if
someone's
you have any
fighting
free
me and I'm
resources,
trying to help.
get the panda drawn.
I don't know if it's Colfax.
Okay,
It might be
this panda
Colfax.
could use some help.
It's not me anymore. It must be
Have we
someone
fixed
else.
the stream yet?
You
Or
say,
do we
hey,
still need
if
help
you
on that?
have extra resources, please help Nix with the
I can't. Well, I can't tell because we're now kind of zoomed out. But like the audio is quiet and also the
The
video
panda
feed
has
was
to happen
laggy.
or else I'll get my legs broken. So
Are those
actually,
fixed?
if you have any free
Bandwidth?
resources,
Okay.
get the panda drawn.
All right, cool.
I don't know if it's Colfax.
Where
It might be
is-
Panda
Colfax.
could use some help.
Where's the
It's not me
bandwidth?
anymore. It must be
Have we
someone
fixed
else.
the
I'm
stream
the
yet?
host.
Or
Am
do
I
we still need
streaming
help on that?
to? Please help Nix. Is it coming from my feed or is it coming from?
I can't. Well, I can't tell because we're now kind of zoomed
Is
out.
it-
But
is
like
it
the
going
audio
to
is quiet
Canada
and also
and then
the
going to
video
panda
feed
has
was
to happen
laggy.
or else I'll get my legs broken.
No,
So
whoever's streaming is collecting all of our data from Zoom and then relaying it to YouTube.
I don't know if it's
Okay,
Colfax.
where
It's just that
is
one
the
person's.
bandwidth?
If there's bandwidth, yeah.
It must be
Have we
someone
fixed
else.
the?
I'm the host. Probably from
Am I
mine. I
streaming
have
help on that?
a ton of bandwidth. Is it coming from my feed or is it coming
Sick.
from? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my recording
Like
down.
the audio is quiet
Canada
and also
then
the
going to
Recording in progress.
Everyone's going to need to.
No,
accept
whoever's
that,
streaming
but
is
it will
collecting
give
all
us
of our data from Zoom and then relaying it to YouTube.
spare copy. So
It's just that one person's.
And I do believe that that should be enabled for everyone who wants to record. I can't confirm that, but if you'd like to record locally, I'll try and help you figure it out.
Sick.
Whatever. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my recording
Like
down.
the audio is quiet and also the.
Recording in progress.
Everyone's going to need to.
No,
accept
whoever's
that,
streaming
but
is
it will
collecting
give
all
us
of our data from Zoom.
Sam,
and
do
then
you think this
relaying
is a
it to
good time
YouTube.
for showing
It's just
the
that one person's.
internal
I do believe that that should
magic
be
dispenser ones?
I can't confirm that, but if you'd like to record.
Yeah, I think we could do that, except we're broadcasting live on YouTube right now, so we would have to
Also,
be careful.
we better down then.
Recording in progress.
Everyone's going to need to.
No,
accept
whoever's
that,
streaming
but
is
it will
collecting
give
all
us
of our data from Zoom.
Sam, do you think this is a good
So
time
I am
for
giving co-host
showing
permissions
the internal
to a lot of people who are hosting.
magic dispenser ones?
The request there is.
Yeah, I think we could do that, except
if
we're
an
broadcasting
unwelcome
live
person
on
does
YouTube
somehow
right
get
now,
in,
so we would have to be
Also,
careful.
If you're a co-host,
we
you
better
have
down
the
then.
ability to mute
Progress.
or boot them. It's better to mute and boot
Sam, do you think
proactively
this
and
is a
ask
good
questions.
time
I am
for
giving
showing
co-host permissions
the internal
to a lot of people who are hosting.
magic dispenser ones?
The request there is.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we could
sorry,
do that,
Superfizz. I was
except
just
we're
practicing
broadcasting
there.
live
Person
on
does
YouTube
somehow
right
get
now,
in.
so we would have to
Also,
be careful.
If you're a co-host,
we
you
better
have
down
the
then.
ability to mute
Progress.
or boot them. It's better to mute and boot
Sam, do you think
proactively
this
and
is a
ask
good time
questions. I
for
am giving
showing
co-host permissions
the internal
to a lot of people who are hosting.
magic dispenser ones?
The request there is.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we could
sorry,
do that,
Superfizz. I was
except
just
we're
practicing there.
broadcasting live
Person
on
does
YouTube
somehow
right
get
now,
in.
so we would have to
Also,
be careful.
If you're a co-host,
we
you
better
have
down
the
then.
ability to mute or boot them. It's better to mute and boot
Sam, do you think
proactively
this
and
is a
ask
good time
questions. I
for
am giving
showing
co-host permissions
the internal
to a lot of people who are hosting. This is like us between a waiting for epoch. This is what it sounds
It's just like the
Sorry.
calm before the storm.
Yeah, it's like
Also,
we've had the merge and we're all waiting for the first epoch to finalize, and we're all just like dead quiet.
It's been like my third or fourth live stream today. It's just like each one is like progressively closer and closer, but like
This is like
still
us,
nothing to talk about.
between
It's like the
a,
same subjects
waiting
going
for
in
epoch.
circles again.
This is what it sounds
It's just like the calm
David, I
before
heard
the
you
storm.
ambush
Yeah,
someone
so
on your
it's
live
like-
stream today.
Yeah.
and we're all waiting
I don't know if
for
I call an
epoch to
ambush, but it was a little bit of
finalize,
a
and we're all
it was
just
a little bit of a
dead
whoopsie.
quiet.
Yeah, it's been like my third or fourth live.
It's
stream
hilarious.
today. It's just like each one
Context.
is
We
like
gotta have
progressively
context.
closer and closer. But, like,
So
still
we
nothing
just
to
wanted
talk
to do it on
about.
Bankless like a
The same subjects going in
casual
circles
stream. Like
again.
every Bankless like live stream, every
David,
Bankless
I
show,
heard
we
you
have like an
ambushed
agenda
someone on your,
prepped. Like
live
we're gonna
stream
guide the
today.
conversation. We just wanted to do like something completely the opposite. So we just like threw out the Zoom to like 5, 6, 7, 8 people. And just say, hey, show up.
Third or fourth.
Casual,
hilarious.
unscripted, no agenda hangout. And I think I said hangout instead of live stream. I should have added live stream. I sent that to Hal Press. And so like we have like a few of us in the stream. Hudson.
We just wanted to do
I was there.
something completely
Yeah, Hudson Fizz. Yeah,
So we
right.
just,
Oh
like,
yeah,
threw
wait.
out the
What the
Zoom
fuck? Why am
to,
I
like,
confused?
5, 6,
Oh,
7,
I'm so
8
sorry.
people.
I know, right? It's gonna be hard.
Casual. But yeah,
I
like
was like, wait, this sounds like the call I was on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then Hal Press comes in and starts talking about his trade that he just made and how his like OTC desk like totally gypped him on like give him a bad deal on his rate. And then he's like, yeah, okay, but like I just won't talk about this on the show. I'm like, dude, we are 600 people into the stream right now. But yeah, like
this sounds like the call I was on.
yeah, right.
It's
yeah,
funny,
and
like,
Hal Press comes in and starts talking about his
I
trade that he
really
just made
wanted
and
to
how his like
invite him
OTC desk
here,
like totally
but
gypped him on
as a
like
trader,
give him a
it's
bad deal on his rate. And then he's like, yeah, okay, but like I just won't talk about. Although you can see him becoming like more and more just like the way that he tweets and talks. He's come a long-term believer. Yeah, like
I said that to him privately. It's funny, like we had a chat, and I was like, "You're an ethos leader," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm a trader." And I'm like, "You just don't know me."
Yeah,
It's like,
no, I'm in that same camp.
right? And then he's like, yeah, okay, but like I just won't talk about. Although you can see him becoming like more and more just like the way that he tweets and talks. He's come a long-term believer.
I said that to him privately. It's funny, like we had a chat, and I was like, "You're an ethos leader," and he's like, "No, I'm not." Nick is driving me crazy, like having an obvious party there. And, being like, you're not here. All I see is James Carnley hanging out. Like, how hilarious could that be? I said that you got the lights. You have the Wi-Fi lights that Cecily uses.
James Carnley is not hanging out. He's sharply designing his visual Madison thing. Yeah, he has that
All I
habit.
see is James Carnley.
You can see him closer now on Nick's cameras.
How hilarious could that be? Is that Sam from POAP over there? You have the
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wi-Fi lights that Cecily uses.
James Carnley is not hanging out. He's sharply
not to be confused with Sam from POAP.
designing
He's
his
doing
visual Madison thing.
Pixels.
Yeah, he has that
All
habit.
I see is James Carnley.
You can see him closer now on Nick's cameras.
How hilarious could that be? Oh, okay. I see Madison over there. That's going to be what James is working on.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wi-Fi lights. I'm guessing.
James Carnley is not hanging out. He's sharply
not to be confused with Sam from POAP.
designing
he's
his
You were
visual
correct,
Madison
Pixels.
thing.
James is
Yeah,
always
he has
representing
that
Madison.
habit. You can see him closer now on Nick's cameras.
How hilarious could that be? Oh, okay. I see Rocket Pool and James is working on.
Yeah, it looks like
I don't
it.
know what the other Rocket Pool one is.
James Carnley is
You
not
do, so I
hanging out.
guess some people are getting pixels and some people are not.
You were correct.
I am seeing a little pixel action. James is
Yeah,
always
he has
representing
that
Madison.
habit.
Lunch
Yeah, I
Fish,
think
do
we
you
were a
know-
little too successful at getting people interested about the canvas.
Oh, okay, that's good. Rocket Pool. Do you know what
Yeah,
the
it's
middle
good
right
hug.
above phonon is? What the other Rocket Pool one is? Looks like it's being
Middle
bot farmed.
right,
James Carnley is
You
not
do, so I
hanging out.
guess
middle right above phone.
some people are getting pixels and some people are not.
Um,
So there's the logic bot, and
Mhm.
then phonon,
Above phonon.
and then Lunch
Yeah, I
Fish,
think
do
we
you
were a
know
little
what-
too successful at getting people interested about the canvas. Wasn't anybody that I coordinated.
Do you know what the
Yeah, it's helped coordinate
middle right
rather.
above phonon is? What the other Rocket Pool one is? Looks like it's being
Middle
bot
right.
farmed.
James Carnley is not
There
hanging
needs to
out.
be
Yeah, above
more
phone.
battle for the
Um,
panda, and it looks like if that gray ETH logo
Above
is in the
phone.
belly of the panda, that it's
Yeah, I
off
think
to
we
the
were a lot
left.
of
a bit.
successful at getting people interested about the canvas. Wasn't anybody that I coordinated. I'm having a hard time getting pixels down. But yeah, I'm really trying to get the outline for the belly of the panda going right now.
I see Tornado Cash.
Above
More
phone.
battle for the in the lower right quadrant, and it looks like if
I've
that
got some tips
gray
to share about the
ETH
pop
logo
canvas
is in the
if anybody's
belly of
having
the
trouble.
panda, that it's
Yeah.
What I'm hearing from some folks is that if you're having trouble painting pixels, you may need to refresh. And right now there's so many people in there that it might be better to just stick on the tab with the canvas. If you switch to another tab, you may find yourself needing to refresh again. I've got some tips to share about the pop canvas if anybody's having trouble.
Yeah,
what I'm hearing from
I'm actually going to try
folks
this in a
is
completely
that
private tab with
if you're having trouble
no
painting
data
pixels, you may need to refresh. And right now there's so many people in there that it might be better to just stick on the tab with the canvas. If you switch to another tab, you may find yourself needing to refresh again. I've got some tips to share about the pop canvas if anybody's having trouble.
Yeah,
what I'm hearing from
I gotta tell you though, I do love this.
if you're having trouble painting pixels, you may need to refresh. And right now there's so many people in there that it might be better to just stick on the tab with the canvas. If you switch to another tab, you may find yourself needing to refresh again. I've got some tips.
Is me and a few others are unable to turn cameras on. Is there a setting?
what I'm hearing from
I gotta tell you though, I do love Nolan's running security.
If you're having trouble painting pixels, you may need to refresh. And right now there's so many people in there that it might be better to just stick on the tab with the canvas. If you switch to another tab, you may find yourself needing to refresh again.
Are you getting that, Nolan?
I've got some tips.
Is me and a few others are unable to turn cameras on. Is there a setting?
What's that? What's going on?
Have you changed security settings regarding cameras?
Yeah, I made it so new people can't unmute themselves and they can't start whiteboard. And I don't think that they can screen share either. Only hosts.
Okay, will you, people are having trouble turning their cameras on.
Is me and a few others are unable to turn cameras on. Is there a setting?
What's that? What's going on? There we go. There we go.
Settings regarding cameras?
Yeah, I made it so people can't unmute themselves and they can't start whiteboard.
Hello,
I don't think
Hudson.
that they can screen share either. Only hosts.
Okay, will you, people are having trouble turning their cameras on.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely was just using the Wi-Fi, but volume's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I made it so people can't unmute themselves
There you
and
go.
they can't start whiteboard.
James T. Hello,
I don't
Hudson.
think that
Hello,
they can
James.
screen share either. Only hosts.
Okay, will you, people are having trouble turning their cameras on.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely was just using the Wi-Fi, but volume's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I made it so people can't unmute themselves
There you
and
go.
they can't start whiteboard.
James T. Hello,
I don't
Hudson.
think that
Hello,
they can
James.
screen share either. Only hosts.
Okay, will you, people are having trouble turning their cameras on.
Okay, yeah, I absolutely was just using the Wi-Fi, but volume's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I made it so people can't unmute themselves
There you
and
go.
they can't start whiteboard.
James T. Hello,
I don't
Hudson.
think that
Hello,
they can
James.
screen share either. Only hosts.
Chat. Okay, will you, people are having trouble. I just want to make sure I can say something. Okay, great. I just want to double check that.
I absolutely was just using the Wi-Fi, but volume's fine. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I made it so people can't unmute.
Also, as there are a lot of new people who've joined us, I want to repost the call guidelines. I just want to make sure I can say something. I want to be annoying. I just want to double check that. But I do want to hold us to a high standard. Also, as there are a lot of new people. Yeah, that's a great thing. Thank you so much, Sam. So, for everyone who's watching, we are really just hanging out, enjoying the Poet Art Painting Party. We are not live on the call. The call will start when we're an hour from TTD. So right now, really, we're just warming up and visiting. This while this is streaming live on the channel right now, this will not be a part of. So for everyone who's watching, we are really just hanging out, enjoying the Poet Art Painting Party. So yeah, hang out, join us. I may run through my intro when we're an hour one more time just to make sure that we're all comfortable. For me, really, the hardest part of any call is the intro. Like once you get over that hump, then things change. Right now, this will not be a part of. So for everyone who's watching, we are really just doesn't Sassel Oa dance? Isn't he on the hook for that? Hang out, join us.
Don't do this, Fizz. Don't.
What?
If ever, if ever there was a time.
Okay.
If ever there was a time to fulfill this promise.
Time out. Time out. he asked not to be bugged, so we're gonna be good friends and kind and not bug him about it.
Yeah, I mean, there are some videos of me dancing at my fiance's 30th birthday. So maybe if you're nice to me, I'll post those on Twitter.
I figure you deserve to have as much fun as anyone without being.
If ever there was a time to fulfill this promise.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all in good fun.
Oh, you're welcome to get bugged, so we're gonna be.
Oh well, a little bit.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
Yeah, I mean, there are some videos of me dancing at my fiance's. I'm just glad that this is happening like normal Australian time. Like, I feel bad for everyone who is on like little sleep, but for me, it's 2:18 p.m. I only got up a few hours ago, so I have like, all the energy in the world. But still, I'm not going to dance. Oh, well, a little bit.
I don't. At this moment, I'm not sure what time it is locally.
I mean, there are some
know,
videos of me dancing. At my I'm just glad that this is happening like normal Australian time. Like, I feel bad for everyone who is on like little sleep.
I feel bad for
but
the
for
Europe
me,
people.
it's
How you doing?
2:18 p.m. I only got up.
Hanging in there.
So I have
I was unable to fall asleep last night, so I was just too excited, so I just pulled it straight through. Now it's 6:19.
So Anthony, now we know which time zone the master node is in. Somewhere in Australia. That's why it's a decent time there.
Like normal Australian time. Yeah, exactly. If it was going to be anywhere, it'd be Australia, right? Can't be in New Zealand because that place doesn't exist, so we wouldn't be able to find it.
Yeah, it's full of hobbits are here and sheep.
Yeah.
Australia is natural security too. You take 2 steps and something poisonous bites you.
Exactly. So we got good natural security. If it was going to be anywhere, it'd be Australia, right? Can't be in New Zealand because that place doesn't exist, so we wouldn't be able to find it.
Like, why is everybody posting these long
it's full of hobbits are here and sheep.
Yeah.
It's like
Australia is
cryptic. Like,
natural.
is there a new thing I don't know about?
2 steps something poisonous. This is a TTD.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
well,
we got good natural security.
It was a TD.
It'd be Australia, right?
Right. It's not Kremlin. Yeah, it's a total different. Yes. Well spotted there.
Like, why is everyone being so cryptic?
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, I need another coffee. I'll be back.
Is there a new thing I don't know about?
This is a TTD.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
well,
we got good natural security.
It was a TD.
It'd be Australia, right?
Right. It's not Kremlin. Yeah, it's a total different.
I think.
Yes. Well.
Oh, there's balloons. Joseph is showing us some stuff right now.
Yeah. Hey, I'm giving you guys a little tour here. Peter has just showed up, so he's here to save them.
Hello, Peter.
Exactly. So
well,
we got good natural security.
It was a TD.
Say hi to Peter and Martin. Yes, it's in the house. We're live streaming, so he's famous.
Oh,
and
Joseph is showing us.
We'll also get this set up so that on the call, hey, you guys can have tour here. Peter has the last hour, so he's here to save them. Sort of a live look at all of the researchers. There is a little 360 kind of cam that, and I believe Proto Lambda may bring in another. So that as the researchers are gathering, and of course the live stream itself, if you want some inception, is here too. There may be a balloon drop if all goes well. So yeah, hi, save them. Sort of a live look at all of the researchers. There is a little 360 kind of cam that, and I believe Proto Lambda may bring in another.
Yes, it looks like Wi-Fi coverage at the EF office is likely better.
I hope the balloons aren't there.
There may be a balloon drop.
So bad Wi-Fi coverage at the EF office is tradition, and we're going to keep with that tradition even during the merge.
Researchers, there is a little 360 kind of cam that, and I believe Proto Lambda may bring in another.
Yes, it looks like.
Oh, Eat Steak or Cabin has their own like cam now. That's neat.
Likely better.
I hope the balloons aren't there.
There may be a balloon.
Bad Wi-Fi coverage at the EF office is tradition, and we're going to keep with that tradition even.
Why am I not there? Sam and I, you guys don't know this. Sam Coffee and I, Sam from Poet, the other Sam from Poet, one of the Sams from Poet.
Yes, it looks like.
Oh, Eat Steak or Cabin has their own like cam now. That's neat.
Likely better.
wanted to make sure that ETH Staker was somewhat
Yes, that Wi-Fi coverage at the EF office is tradition, and we're going to keep with that tradition. Even
why am I not there? Jealous. Sam and
so wait, are you the designated survivor of ETH Staker, Superfizz?
Who else?
Sam
Who else?
Sam is the designated survivor.
This is just a really elaborate way for Superfizz to make Zagora a little bit. You guys are making
I don't sleep as well away from home.
Fair.
Why am I not there? Jealous.
So wait, are you the designated survivor of ETH Staker, Superfizz?
Who
I
else?
want to update anybody who's joined in the past few minutes. This is not the mainnet merge call yet. This is the right place, but we are. I don't sleep as well. Really, just hanging out for a while, watching Buddha eat his lunch, and participating in the Coat art canvas. And that will last until about 1 hour before TTD. This is not when we get to 1 hour before TTD. We're going to kind of start a blank slate. We're going to go off for a few minutes. We're going to regroup with this room. We're going to really just hanging out plan it. Then we're going to pop back in, and I'm going to say, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ethereum mainnet merge call, blah, blah, blah. And we'll go into the real call. But what we're doing right now is just enjoying the painting party. I encourage everyone to get 100 pixels down if you can, and they need to stay. I can't tell you why because it would be. Then we're going to pop back in and non-germane, but it would be cool if you were able to do that. One of the best ways to do that is to contribute to the main theme, which you will see as a panda in the middle. Because as a part of the canvas that we expect to remain, you're likely not to be wiped out there. I can't tell you why because it would be. Then we're going to pop back in. And so yeah, I don't really know. But it would be cool. Sam, can you give me an idea how long it's going to do before we go live?
Yeah, it's looking like right now we probably have another 40 to 45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that. Doesn't have to be exact, but that's our rough target.
Great. Yeah. So we're just gonna hang out and enjoy company and let people filter in. Sam, can you give me an idea how long it's gonna do? But that's why things seem so unstructured right now.
Yeah, it's looking like right now we probably have another 40 to 45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was, and I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
We know that Australians paid off the miners. We're not.
Yeah, it's looking like right now we probably have another 40 to 45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was, and I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
We know that Australians paid off the miners. We're not.
Yeah, it's looking like right now we probably have another 40 to 45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was, and I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
We know that Australians paid off the miners. We're not.
Yeah, it's looking like right
Are
now.
we conflicting with any important falling events?
45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was. I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
We know that Australians paid off the miners. We're not.
Yeah, it's looking like right now.
Are we conflicting with any important falling events?
45 minutes before we kick off. Maybe a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was. I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
Facebook posted about 30 minutes ago, it posted artwork from March.
Are we conflicting with any important falling events?
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was listening on the YouTube and I heard all the whinging about how late at night it was. I just wanted to come on with my world's smallest violin.
Facebook posted about 30 minutes ago, it posted artwork from March.
Are we conflicting with any important falling events?
Yeah, hello. I couldn't resist joining. I was
So So Adrian, is it off to the pub at 5 p.m.? Is that what happens over there?
I don't leave the house. I work from home. Been working from home 10 years. Kind of got to catch a bus to a pub. It's really not an Australian place right here. It's, you know, used to live in a town where there was about 20 people and 4 pubs.
So Adrian,
that was
is it
Australia.
off to the pub at 5 p.m.?
But I do have some homebrew chilling in the fridge. Looking forward to getting into that if it all goes smoothly.
So I was going to say the real merge isn't what we're going to be talking about with Ethereum. It's you and Anthony finding each other in Australia and giving a big hug and merging.
Place right here. It's, used to live in a town where there was about 20 people and 4 pubs. That was Australia. But I do have some home. I had to go to Amsterdam to meet Anthony.
That might involve single prop planes.
So I was going to say the real merge isn't what we're
somewhere in the outback.
Ethereum. It's you and Anthony finding each other in Australia and giving a big hug and merging.
Place right here. Used to live in a town where there was about 20 people and 4 pubs. That was Australia. But I do have some home. I had to go to Amsterdam to meet Anthony.
Excited to see Jonathan here. Hello, Jonathan. I'm a big fan. Bought your album. I keep refreshing that metadata. Good. Loving it.
Is that working? I'm so glad that functionality is working.
It takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely working. It's very cool. I really like it a lot.
Thank you.
Excited to see really well Jonathan here. Hello, Jonathan.
I feel awkward already owning so many of those NFTs. I didn't plan it. I just wanted them.
Loving it.
Superviz owns 4 of the 12 merge songs of the 1 of 1 merge songs.
It takes a little. So you must be doing quite well. It's definitely working.
Well, I did calculate my gains. I think it's almost like 0.28. So I feel awkward already. You know, I'm making it. I'm making it. I didn't plan it. I just wanted them.
In years from now,
Superviz owns 4 of the 12 merge songs of the 1 of 1
sadly,
merge
the
songs.
keys to that wallet will have been.
So you must be doing quite well. It's definitely working.
Well, I did calculate my gains. I think it's almost like 0.28. So I feel awkward already. You know, I'm making it. I'm making it. I didn't plan it. I just wanted them.
In years from now,
Superviz owns 4 of the 12 merge songs.
The merge sadly, the keys to that wallet will have been.
So you must be
line is
doing quite well.
Diverging from the projection. I did calculate it's clear that
I think
it's almost like miners are shutting down. So I feel awkward. Or not. That's an exaggeration. It's clear that hash rate is decreasing.
In years
We've done remarkably well though.
Yeah. Hash rate stayed pretty high, much higher than I thought it would.
Diverging from the
before we get into the mainstream, I want to give a quick shout out to my mom because my mom has a family group chat where they sent a prayer request for the merge on my behalf, and that caused my uncle to call my mom and say, "What is the merge?" And for 45 minutes, my mom, who is just an educate, like a teacher or like a curriculum coordinator, explained proof of work, proof of stake, the merge. Before we get into the mainstream, she was like, I want to give the one thing she messed up on. She was like, you know, I explained that there was like the normal Ethereum network and there was like Rinky-Dink or something. I'm like, do you mean Rinkeby? And she's like, yeah, Rinkeby. And I explained that Rinkeby was a test network and that things are really, you know, nothing's going to go wrong with the merge because they worked so hard on it. And I was like, that's great. Explained proof of work, proof of stake, the merge.
In retrospect, Rinkeby would have been a fantastic name.
Yes. You know, I explained that there was
that is the most wholesome and beautiful story.
She's like, yeah, Rinkeby. I explained it. My mom has been a big Ethereum supporter since 2015 when I was getting into it. She was just, I would call her, you know, every few weeks or whatever and just talk to her about what I've been doing in it. And so she would follow it. And so she, shout out to Rhonda.
That's actually kind of a neat idea. And who just suggested it as well.
That is the most wholesome and beautiful story.
You share a personal anecdote.
My mom has been a big Ethereum supporter since 2015 when I was getting into it. I would call her, you know, every few weeks or whatever and just talk to her about what I've been doing in it. And so she would follow it. And so she, shout out to Rhonda. Sure, that sounds like a great idea. Is there anyone that wants to go next? Just so I'm not putting someone on the spot.
I think I can go next. Like similar to Hudson's story, I have a story of my son, my own son. When I talked to him him about that we are going to join this merge call in the middle of the night, and by the time you guys will be asleep, I have to wake up and join the call.
Sure, that sounds
And
like
he
a great
was
idea.
asking me, is it the
Is there anyone
merge
that wants to go
call?
next? Just
Like
so I'm
you
not putting
guys are
someone on the spot.
actually going to have merge? Like you guys have been talking for over 2 years, and are you going to be having this upgrade now? And I was like, okay, if my son is asking me these questions, I wonder what other community members have been thinking about. And by the time you guys
That's
will be
awesome.
asleep, I have to wake up and
I love it.
join the call.
Sure, that sounds
And
like
he
a great
was
idea.
asking me, is it the
Is there anyone
merge
that who else
call?
next? Just
Like
so I'm
you
not
guys
putting
are
someone on the spot.
I'll go
actually
next.
going to have merge? Like
This
you
is
guys have
from
been
last
talking
year.
for over 2 years,
I had
and are you
started
going to be having this
working
upgrade now?
on
And I was like,
Ethereum full
okay,
time.
if my son is asking me these questions, I
And
wonder what other community
my
members
mom
have been
talked
thinking
to me
about.
and she
And
said,
by
so
the
you're
time you
doing
guys will be
blockchain
asleep, I
stuff
have to
and
wake
that
up
burns
and
all this
I love it.
join the
energy.
call.
Have
And
you
he was
lost
asking me,
all
is it the
your
merge
Who else?
youthful
like you
idealism?
guys are
Because
actually
as a
going to
young
have
man, I
merge?
kept
Like you guys
talking
have been
about
talking for over 2
how
years,
important
and
is
are you going to be having this
Ethereum.
upgrade now?
And I said
And
to
I was
her,
like,
well,
okay, if my
Ethereum
son is
is
asking me
changing
questions, I
to
wonder what
use
other community members have been
99.5%
thinking
less
about.
energy. And she's like,
By
oh,
the
you're
time
doing,
you guys
oh,
will be asleep,
okay, that's okay.
join
Energy.
the call.
Have
And
you
he was
lost
asking me,
all
is it the
your
merge
Who else?
youthful
like you
idealism?
guys are
Because
actually
as a
going to
young
have
man, I
merge?
kept
Like you
Who's
guys
talking
have
next?
been
about
talking for over 2
how
years,
important
and
is
are you
Ethereum.
going to be having this upgrade now?
All
And I
right,
said to
I'll
her,
call on
well,
someone then.
Ethereum is changing to
Joseph, are you with
use
us?
99.5% less energy. And she's
Is
like,
my connection better?
oh,
Yes,
okay,
it's a bit better. Do
that's
you have a
okay.
personal
Energy.
story you want to share
Have
at all?
you
If not,
lost
that's okay.
all your
Sure. You know,
youthful
well, I spend a lot of
idealism?
time
Because as a
talking with
young man,
press folks,
Who's
and I came
next?
from the political space,
how
and I'm on the
important
left,
is Ethereum.
and or at least where the left
I'll call
was
on
in
someone
in,
then.
in the states, and
Joseph, are you with us?
you know, it's funny because a lot of the blockchain space
Yes,
was
it's a bit
associated
better. Do you have a
with
personal story you want to share at all? If
the
not, that's
Bitcoin
okay.
world a while back, and you have this. You have to explain to people that it has its own political divides. You know, the anarchic libertarianism versus this, like, what can we do with the technology crowd that was liberal by definition. And it's funny because you know, and also it confused a lot of folks because you know, here you are pushing for all kinds of improvements to policies. Well, using a technology that people didn't understand can also be used for societal improvement. They see it instead as something that's maybe closer to being used for societal escapism. And this is kind of a moment where it's really been inspiring to see that people aren't just covering it, they get it. So it's kind of it's beginning to break into improvements to policies. Kind of everybody's lexicon as we like cross this threshold into legitimacy in Ethereum land. That it's not all that. It's not all speculation. It's not all kind of these more conservative ideals. And people are trying to do something here. It feels like a payoff of everything that's been worked on for the last 8 years. Like it's culminating in this thing where people get that lexicon as we like cross this threshold into legitimacy. It will matter and it will change things, and that kind of hits. So it feels like a personal thing. Also, I have this nice sticker meme. I don't know if you can see it. But,
yeah,
proof of work miners. Cool. So I'll pass to did Colby speak? Sorry, did Colfax speak yet? It will matter and it will change things, and that kind of hits.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the story of when I started really working in Ethereum full time about 2 years ago, right before the launch of the Beacon chain. I went to go visit my grandmother, and she was asking me what I was doing. I'd recently quit my job, and I told her I was working, generally in this community called Ethereum. And she asked me, she's like, "What's that?" Yeah, I was just thinking about. And I was like, "Okay." And I sat down with her for 45 minutes, and I sort of walked her through like what Ethereum is and what it could be used for and things, and use an analogy like her local savings bank and things, and she really got it. And it was really cool. And ever since then, she'll always ask me. She sees Ethereum in the news all the time. She's like, she'll send me articles, be like, "Hey, Colfax, like I saw Ethereum in the news. Like, do you know about this? Like, I just wanted to let you know." And I'm like, "This is amazing." I don't know. It's always heartwarming when I hear from her. And she always asks me like, "Hey, like, does this impact like what you're doing?" Like, and she's just like really cares so much. And it's so cool to see her engage with it. She's 93 now. So she's like, yeah, she'll send me articles.
Okay, watching now.
In the news, like, Do you know about she is not watching now. She's asleep. It's a little late for her on the East Coast. This is amazing. I don't know. It's always heartwarming when I hear from her. She always asks me like, "Hey, like, does this impact like
Patricia, you're unmuted. What's your story?"
And she's just like really cares so much. It's so cool to see her.
My story
She's
is that
90.
I am dealing with some performance issues in the canvas. I am here for getting my work done. So I'd rather pass my opportunity into let me pick someone fun.
Patricia, you're unmuted. What's your story?
I would like to have Jacob from East Global share his performance issues in the canvas. You are muted, Jacob. I am here for. Could you please don't embarrass me? So I'd rather pass my opportunity into. Let me pick someone.
I can't even
fun.
find them. Who? Patricia, you're unmuted.
Jacob from East Global.
There they are. There they are.
Jacob from East Global. We seem to be swapping headphones.
Audio issues.
You are muted, Jacob. I am here for. Could you please don't embarrass me? So I'd rather pass my opportunity into. Let me pick someone.
I can't even
fun.
find them. Who? Patricia, you're unmuted.
Jacob from East Global.
There they are. There they are.
Jacob from East Global.
Absolutely putting Patricio to shame. You're one pick.
At least it's not Vitalik's microphone.
Definitely.
It's going to be Vitalik's microphone. Don't worry.
No microphone is better than Vitalik's microphone.
I can't even find them. Who?
I get so much crap over whatever that merge call was, girly, I guess, when like
absolutely
I was hosting and it was my role, or it wasn't girly because I didn't host it. It would have been my role to
At
like
least it's not Vitalik's microphone.
redirect and say, hey, your mic is going, but I to be like Vitalik's microphone. It was worth it.
No microphone is better than.
All right, Jacob's rejoined.
I get so much crap over
classic
whatever that
unmute and Zoom crashes bug. Sorry, Patricio.
I was hosting and it was my role.
That made me proud.
It would have been my role to like,
Yeah, well, I knew you would call on me too, so I really should have predicted that. Yeah, I was thinking about personally about a year and a half ago or so. I'd been, working in the Ethereum community for a classic since around 2017, 2018, but also in the Web2 community, and had a really tough choice between continuing on my work in Web2 and devoting full time to Web3. Ultimately, this year I ended up committing full time to this community, and I guess a lot of the people on this call actually were kind of part of that decision for me. So it was really awesome to. I feel like this is a little bit of like a closure situation where I'm like on the merge call, so it's always been an amazing year, and it's awesome to be part of this.
Funny thing, I think Jacob out of people in this call is the one that has the most. You have met Patricia Poa.
I probably do. I think I have almost one every month this year.
Yeah, I am slightly disappointed that you're not getting the September one, but I have some trickle of hope that somehow on the 15 days left, like you find out that you forgot something in Buenos Aires or whatever, and we get to meet and you get it.
I have that embarrassing experience where I don't know Jacob, but I was vetting him for an invitation, and I'm like, so what? I don't. Tell me about your how are you involved? And he's like,
somehow on the 15 days
work with
left,
Global,
like
I've met Patricio, we're friends, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, sorry here. There's your invitation. Have a nice day. Because I have to realize, I know 1% of the people, and Patricio knows everyone in the ecosystem. So, I'm like, that's a good balance. Tell me about your
I have the sign, the ETH Global sign. That's how you know I'm legit.
And now you need to pick who's first for sharing their story.
I have to realize,
maybe another person from ETH Global. I can see Kartik here.
Yeah, why not? Kartik, you want to go?
Yeah, that's a good balance.
Oh, it's time to give a personal anecdote. If you have the sign, the ETH Global sign. That's how you know I'm legit.
Everybody, I just joined in. Pardon my noisy background. I'm at the EF office in Berlin, and this is like it's like 6:30 a.m. and super people are just super excited. So it's getting really fun. But
it's time to give a personal anecdote. If you had,
I don't really. So I missed the first half in general. I just tuned in because it's getting set up. But a personal anecdote I assume about the community. If not, correct me. But it's been kind of an amazing past 5 years, especially with kind of global. We kind of got to see so much of the space evolve, and I'm super excited. And just it's to me a wonderful thing that not only are there people that have kind of come to the Web3 ecosystem, specifically the Ethereum ecosystem, from a bunch of the events, but also that they kind of stick around, help contribute, and make this ecosystem even better. So to me, it's more about like the meta observation. See so much of this we never realized or predicted the impact these things could have, and just kind of seeing that perturb and just grows has been to me like the most mind-blowing and incredible thing. Getting to see that every day, whether it's a person sharing excitement about what they've done to somebody kind of sending an email to somebody saying, "Hey, I want to do this," or "I want to see more of this." That just is the best part about this whole space. Predicted the impact these things could have, and just kind of seeing that perturb and just grows has been to me like the most mind-blowing and incredible thing.
Thank you, Kartik. Sorry for putting me on the spot. Just wanted to have everyone sharing some story if they have any. I can see some more devs join in. Anyone, if they would like to share anything from their work or maybe personal anecdotes. Thank you, Kartik. Sorry for putting me on the spot. Just wanted to have everyone sharing some story if they have any.
I want to say how
some more devs join in. Anyone,
for personal reasons,
if they would like to share anything,
because I've been pouring so much energy into
anecdotes.
promoting decentralization on the chain that I've really taken time away from my family. And so I was talking to my son today, I'm like, today's a really big work day for Daddy. I'm going to be online. I want to say how excited. And I said, but we're going to merge, and after the merge is over, I'm going to have a lot of time to play. And so all day long he's been saying, pouring so much. Have you merged yet? Is the merge done? And I'm like, well, it's gonna be a little bit later, and so it's gonna be late tonight. And so this evening after his bath, he's like, is the merge done? And I'm like, he's so excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to like getting past this big hump so that I can refocus my attention for a while on my family. Have you merged yet? It's fun to be passionate about Ethereum, and I love this opportunity to express my passion. It's gonna be late tonight, but I'm also looking forward to an opportunity to the merge done? Realign my time. He's so excited about it, and I'm just kind of looking forward to like
That's really wholesome.
getting past this big hump so that
We heard earlier potential for social good in Ethereum. I'm curious what everybody's kind of like pet project is that they'd like to see if and when Ethereum can technically handle things that don't need, dollars per TX. Like what's the non-functional thing you're excited about to see in the coming? We heard earlier
I'm working with a company who is going to do potentially some kind of whistleblowing platform and completely built on Ethereum, including the reputation system and incentives. That's really exciting for me.
Like what's the non-functional like whistleblowing about corporate wrongdoing, that kind of stuff?
Pretty much any kind of you can make sub communities within it, hopefully, depending on how it's built. So it's kind of like a WikiLeaks, but for anything, completely built on Ethereum, including the reputation system
and minus the hanging out in the Ecuadorian embassy for 3 years.
Yes, yes.
Whistleblowing about corporate wrongdoing, that kind of stuff.
Pretty much any kind of
we are about
you can make
to be joined by one of my favorite Ethereum people, Bennett Hinton.
So it's kind of like a WikiLeaks, but for anything, completely built on Ethereum. Hooray! Ben's awesome.
And minus the hanging out.
Takes a lot to get that Ben out of bed this early.
And we got another of my friends, Guillaume Ballet from the guest team. Guillaume, say hi. I have good news. We are
Hi, how is everyone doing today?
One of my favorite Ethereum people. I'm nothing fancy.
So it's kind of like a WikiLeaks, but for anything,
Just a regular day, nothing to expect. A regular coffee, woke up at a regular time, right?
That's it.
Guillaume,
Just another day, man.
why are you in a cave? Or is it just not anytime where you are? I don't know where you are right now.
Yeah, I'm at my place in Berlin. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the just a regular day, but wanted to nothing drop by and say hi. Just thank the community for their support because yeah, if it wasn't for stakers and especially individual stakers, we would not be cryptocurrency. So very glad. I'm gonna go to have everybody participate. It's really about people. So and see, now I'm talking like a marketing guy. So yeah, that's how excited about the merger, and especially individual stakers. We would not be and I froze. Did I not?
No, you were good. So in just a moment, let me zoom out again to the big picture one more time.
It's really about people.
This is the
see, now I'm talking like
Ethereum
a
mainnet
marketing
merge.
guy. So yeah,
That's
how excited.
But it's before the call. This is the painting party before the call. We do plan to start the call.
And I
formal
froze.
call
Did I not?
No, you were good. Before we do that, so in just a moment, if you're painting, you can continue painting all the way through the formal call and until we finalize. So
that's how excited.
So that means you'll have about 9 hours left in the painting party.
And I froze.
Sorry. Before we do that, but seriously, so you'll be able to continue the painting party throughout the call, and in this room we're gonna break off for a while, and we're going to have an internal just kind of orientation planning prep meeting, and then when we come back, it will be 1 hour before mainnet merge, and we'll begin that comeback with an announcement of the call. Venica, is there going to be like a placeholder to let people who tune in know that we're coming soon, and we're going to have an internal just kind of orientation planning prep meeting, and then before we do that, I think it would be great to let's find someone here to generate a tweet that says, hey, we're starting this mainnet merge call in whatever number of minutes, and post that here in the chat, and then give everyone an opportunity to retweet it so we kind of amplify it. Before we do that, I think it would be anyone want to volunteer to be that person? It's a big responsibility. Let's find someone here to generate.
I can retweet from the foundation account, but somebody else should tweet it.
I can tweet it.
Perfect, Hudson, you're a great representative, and then we'll retweet that everywhere. If you will tweet that, and then we'll put it in the chat. We'll all retweet it, and then, like I said, this group of 30 people, we're gonna just disappear from the merge view. I'm sorry, from the painting party view.
I can tweet it.
As we kind of talk and organize to get ready for the merge call. If you will tweet that, and then we'll put it in the chat.
Awesome.
We'll all retweet it, and then, like I said, this group of
okay, I'm going to do the ETH Global. I'm going to quote or like link the ETH Global link to this because there's like a chat room and other cool stuff in there. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't anything is good, and that is good. I think the quality of the ETH Global chat is likely to be superior to that of YouTube.
So I just say merge call.
The lo-fi beats.
Okay, I'm gonna do the ETH Global.
I gotta tell you, Kartik, I
quote or like link the
when
ETH
I get
Global
stressed, I go find those
because
lo-fi
there's like a
beats,
chat room and
and
other
I'm
cool
fun.
stuff in there. Is that
Well,
okay?
it's that or Taylor Swift. I don't. If I get really stressed, I pull out my Pixel Buds, stick them in my ear, put on some Taylor Swift, and is likely to be chill. That was over self-disclosure.
So I just say merge.
We got some angry messages when that channel got taken down like a while ago. So you're not the only one. There's hundreds of people that just watch the live streams just to play the radios.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. Yeah, no, Hudson, whenever you're done with the tweet, let me know. We'll also announce that on the live stream so everybody on the chat can see this, and we'll make sure that we message it.
Will be another minute or less than that. I'll have.
you're not the only one. There's
Let's see.
hundreds
Oh, this is
of people
ETH
that watch
Staker,
the live streams
Bankless,
just to play
Ethereum
different
Cat
videos.
Herders,
It's
and
gonna be fun.
Daily Gwei, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
whenever you're done with the tweet, let
you
me
can
know.
take
We'll also
it from the bio on the YouTube
the
video.
live stream so everybody on the chat can see this.
I think I already just
and,
typed it
we'll
all
make
out
sure
anyway.
that we message it.
Will be another minute or less. Merge call starts. I'm gonna here. This is what I typed. Someone just proofread it. This is just a sentence. Where is it? Boom. Is this one good? Daily Gwei, right?
That's right. Yeah, no,
You can take off the 8 minutes. I think just make it like the official invitation to join, because when the tweet gets older, people should
I
still.
think I already just typed it all out anyway.
we message it.
So merge call starts now. Got it.
Merge call starts.
I'm gonna here. This is what
And
I
Peter will be on the merge call. And you know,
maybe starting in moments. Starting in a few
So,
moments.
Yep.
Originally, we had
That's funny.
originally we had calls an hour before merge. Do we really want to do 2 hours before merge now?
So
that's right.
Got it.
There's some discrepancy about when
Peter will be on the
TTD
merge
is
call.
actually going to hit.
640 UTC is the current prediction by Wardell with current hash rate, which is probably going to shift it further back still as hash rate drops.
All right, tweet posted the link.
And so, just for the record, we still have time. Oh, that's right. There's some discrepancy about when TTD is actually going to hit.
640 UTC is the current prediction by Wardell with current hash rate, which is probably going to shift it further back still as hash rate drops.
Because kind of what I'm feeling like is when we go dark, just for a while to organize, we're not going to come back until we start the mainnet merge call. And if that's like an hour, it's probably longer than we
Yeah, we don't have enough content until so much time.
Kind of what I'm feeling like is which we could definitely stall, but yeah, it needs to be a kind of a compact, not totally compact, but a concise call.
Jonathan Mann can just
surely can fill it with a song.
That's like an hour.
Yeah.
I stand at the ready if needed.
I don't know that we need you to sing for an hour and a half. That's brutal. I mean,
Which we could definitely stall.
We should all take turns, obviously.
I honestly think that even if it, if it is 2 hours, once you're through the agenda, that the view count is going to be a lot of fun. And that just in general, running through a lot of these explainers again, that time will be eaten up. It should be fun. I think we're all going to have a blast. I honestly think that even if it,
just keep singing until we finalize.
Once you're
Really
through
good.
the agenda, the view count is going to be a lot of fun.
That didn't work.
That just in general, running through a lot of these explainers again, that time will be eaten up. It should be fun. I think we're all going to have a blast. I honestly think that even if it,
just keep
I don't
singing
think we're
until we
live
finalize.
next, or if the stream is live, I think we're muted on Medica, right?
The view count is going to be a lot of fun.
That didn't work.
Oh, I can't hear you on Medica. You're muted.
Just in general, running through a lot of these explainers again, that time
Okay,
will
cool.
be eaten up.
And that's intentional. We want it to be a warming for
I
everyone.
honestly think that even
Just keep
I don't
singing
think we're
until we
live
finalize.
next, or if the stream is live, I think we're muted.
So we have this
right?
discrepancy about when we're actually going to hit TTD. Thorsten
Oh, I can't hear you on Medica.
sees
You're
it
muted.
2 hours out. Sam sees it 1 hour out.
I'm not sure where that 1 hour out is coming
And
from.
that's intentional.
If you look
We want
at
it to be a warming for everyone.
at current hash rate, right? Don't look at the smooth prediction over the past few days. That's useless. If you look at current hash rate, we're looking at 640 UTC.
Thorsten,
Oh, I can't
yeah,
hear
that
you
makes
on Medica.
fair sense that we're so close that we're not really interested in.
We're not really interested in the average because we're so close, right? We're like hours away from it. So we want to look at current hash rate. How long would it take? And at current hash rate, we're hitting it at 640. That's useless. If you look at current hash rate, we're looking at 640 UTC. Now currently hash rate is 766. I need that to kind of go down to 667 because we're for the memes, right? We're like hours away from it. So we want to look at current hash rate. How long would it take? And at current hash rate, we're hitting it at 640. If you look at current hash rate.
Before we go live, I have a question for Ben. Ben the British.
Currently, hash rate
I
is
think I
766.
heard your wife is
I
an
need that to
avid
go down to 667.
node runner and
For the means,
validator.
right, we're like,
Which clients
so we want to look at
is she using?
hash rate. How long would it take? And it's at current hash rate.
This is a question for me, Patricio. Sorry, I was changing my speakers. Well, yes, as far as the tax authorities are concerned, she's a very keen staker. And you can probably infer which clients she favors, yes.
For consensus, sure, execution,
sorry,
I wonder.
yeah, my speakers. Well, yes, as far as the tax authorities are concerned, she's a very keen staker. And you can probably infer which clients she favors, yes.
For consensus, sure, execution,
sorry,
I wonder.
yeah, my speakers. Well, yes, as far as